If there were a global walking reality show where you walk 40,000 kilometers in 3 years, the winner gets $1 billion. You wake up and realize you're in this show. To ensure 24-hour live coverage, the producers assign a cameraman to each contestant. Before the show starts, they freeze everyone's assets and require every contestant to find a way to support themselves and their cameraman. You do a rough calculation. Even if you walk 30 kilometers a day, it would take 3 years and 8 months to circle the globe. That's way past the show's deadline. Plus, you'll pass through some dangerous war zones where one wrong move means game over. So, you contact the producers, wanting to quit the competition, but you're told that quitting early means facing a massive breach of contract fee. You have no choice but to grit your teeth and continue. The question is, where do you get money to fill your stomach? Digging through trash is risky, and begging on the street is too embarrassing. You've got nothing to sell. Watching a group of students walk by, you almost want to sing them a song, so they'll treat you to a meal. But the show has strict rules. Only legitimate income counts. The starving cameraman keeps urging you to quit. After all, you told him to follow you, and you'd lead him to the prize. You refuse to quit, so he starts acting up, being a real pain. He whispers snide, sarcastic remarks in your ear. Suddenly, a system enters your body. You glance at a convenience store nearby, where a middle-aged man is smoking. The system says he's a wanted criminal, with a 20,000 bounty. You immediately come up with a plan. You kick your cameraman. Follow me, bro, let's go eat. You lick your lips, pry half a brick from a flower bed, hide it, and head toward the store. The cameraman follows, confused and carrying his gear. Didn't you say you were going to get money? And why are you holding a brick? You aren't planning to rob him, are you? By the time he realizes what's happening, you've already pulled out the brick, raised it high, and picked up your pace. The man smoking is confused, touching his head, completely stunned. He looks back at you holding the brick, not even knowing what to say. Seeing it didn't work, you smack him right on his face. The man collapses to the ground, legs stiff, eyes rolling back. The cameraman is dumbfounded, trembling as he points the lens at the man. He blurts out, "Quick, call the police." The audience watching is completely shocked. This contestant is crazy, robbing people in broad daylight. I told you these rules were a bad idea. It's only day 3 and he's already gone rogue. This guy is actually mugging people. Report him to the police. Pressure creates motivation. With the police after him, he won't need 3 years. He'll finish the trip in no time. As viewers see the sheet trim, your channel's popularity skyrockets. What are you standing there for? Get your phone. You bend down to check the man's wound. Seeing it's just a small cut on his forehead, nothing serious, you breathe a sigh of relief and look up at the stunned cameraman. You're speechless. The producers took the contestants' phones, but you have one. Call the police, quick. While saying that, you undo the man's belt, shoelaces, and buttons, and sit right on top of him. Hurry up, this guy is a fugitive. You think I'm robbing him? But the cameraman doesn't believe you at all. He holds his phone, unable to dial the number. Crowds start to gather around. What's going on? Beating someone up? Good grief, beating him is one thing, but why are you sitting on him? That's too much. Old man, put your dentures in. Teach them a lesson. This kid even broke the guy's cigarette in his nose. Don't let them leave. We have to turn these two over to the police. They're terrible people. One's beating him, the other's filming. A group of angry seniors rushes over, pointing at you and the cameraman. Grandpa, Grandma, this guy is a fugitive. Call the police, please. I'm serious. I have proof. Seeing more people gathering, you reach into the man's pocket to find evidence. You quickly find a metal object. You pull it out. It's a small handgun. The crowd immediately backs away. What are you waiting for? He has a gun. Do you believe me now? Call them. The crowd finally rushes to pull out their phones. 5 minutes after calling the police, officers arrive at the scene. One checks his tablet for a long time, then looks up and shouts, "Captain Chen. It's him. He's a fugitive. The warrant was issued 5 years ago. I didn't expect to catch him in our district. This gun is real, too. You two need to come back to help with the investigation. The bounty will take a few days to process." Hearing this, you immediately object. We've been walking for 3 days, finally made it out of the city, and now you're taking us back? And the bounty takes days? We'll starve to death. Look, Captain Chen, right? We'll come back to help with the investigation, but can you feed us? We haven't eaten in 3 days. Feeding us isn't too much to ask, right? Sumo and the cameraman say in unison. Captain Chen looks at their stomachs, which are growling loudly. In the broadcast room, everyone, including the director, is staring at the skyrocketing viewership, completely stunned. They made this reality show for the traffic, but they never expected that after spending so much money, they wouldn't even trend. But in just a few moments, their show is trending. Contestant on a global walk commits assault, helps capture a human trafficker, with pictures and proof. Looking at the trending topic, the director is not feeling well. What were they thinking? If they were hungry, they could have just gotten a job. But this contestant, Sumo, decided to go for the police bounty. Thinking back, the director is still terrified. Luckily, he took him down with 2 bricks. Otherwise, the guy had a gun. If Sumo and the cameraman had been killed, the show would definitely be shut down. He would have been ruined by the investors. The director has the traffic now, but Sumo and his partner are at the station. It looks like they won't be able to leave today. And it's been 3 days, and they've only reached the suburbs. Now that they're back, does the distance they walked count? A staff member looks at the screen where the two are stuffing their faces, and asks quietly. The room falls into silence. The director rubs his temples, lost in thought. Finally, he says firmly, "Debt, it counts. Helping the police catch a criminal is a force majeure event." The contestants had no choice. And there's one more thing. This was just a random incident. The chance of a normal person meeting a criminal is near zero. By the way, how much was the bounty? 20,000. A famous travel guest sitting at the table rubs his chin and speaks up. Even though they haven't walked far in 3 days, they just got a 20,000 reward. If they spend it wisely, it's enough for both of them for 3 months. Their speed will definitely pick up. Everyone in the room nods in agreement. Exactly. According to statistics, the contestant with the most money also lost a day carrying cement at a construction site, only earning less than 300, and even that made everyone envious. Having money means no worries. They can just focus on walking. Now Sumo and his partner have 20,000.
If they're frugal, it'll last a long time. They might even make it out of the region. It's just a random event. No need to respond to the trending topic.
The police have already stepped in. The trend will be gone by tomorrow morning. Plus, with 3 months of funding,
They'll just focus on walking.
there shouldn't be any more issues, the director says decisively.
Everyone nods.
The room returns to work. At the police station,
Sumo and his cameraman are finished eating,
they lean back in their chairs,
looking satisfied. This is the life.
compared to sleeping on the streets.
The station is so comfortable.
Captain Chen, guarding the door, scoffs, looking at the mess on the table.
He's speechless.
They weren't lying about being hungry. They spent nearly 300 on one meal.
8 meat buns each.
Not to mention the noodles, porridge,
And the roasted chicken.
Thank you so much, Captain Chen.
We're full.
Sumo sits up and grins. It's getting late. If there's nothing else,
We'll be heading out.
wait, can you give us a ride back to the school?
Just to the school gate.
Not a meter further. We're in a reality show.
Walking around the world.
We've been starving for 3 days.
And finally made it there. You have to take us back.
Otherwise our 3 days of walking were for nothing.
After the interrogation,
Captain Chen contacted the producers, so he understands why they're in this state.
walking around the world? Honestly, when he heard this pair planned to walk around the earth, he laughed for 10 minutes. Are you kidding me? Look at how they eat.
Hundreds of dollars in one meal. They won't even make it out of the country. The fat one is sweating just standing there, and the thin one is so frail. A gust of wind would blow him over. Fine, get in the car. We'll take you there now. Captain Chen waves
To an officer.
Take them back to the school gate.
It was just a random event.
They just happened to run into a criminal.
He shakes his head and smiles.
Captain Chen walks into his office to organize the interrogation files.
According to the trafficker, he came to the city to meet an accomplice.
He needs to finish the paperwork tonight to start the arrest tomorrow morning. The other person is also a wanted trafficker.
The bounty isn't as high.
But it's still 10,000.
Our patrol car needs repairs. Catching him tomorrow will pay for it.
Captain Chen mutters, feeling motivated. On the other side, at the school gate,
It's already dark. Sumo jumps out of the car, looks at the school gate,
and his eyes light up.
the students are gone, but the shop is still open.
The owner is a hard worker.
Fatty, go buy some water. We're walking through the night,
It might rain tomorrow, so let's make some progress tonight. The bounty hasn't arrived yet.
but it's guaranteed.
So Sumo borrowed 1,000 from Captain Chen.
He'll pay him back once the money arrives. That shouldn't break any rules.
Bro, we're not staying tonight? No. See? Following me was the right choice.
Bro, you're amazing. They had a gun and you still went for it.
We're definitely going to win. Obviously, the good days are ahead.
They walk into the shop, laughing.
Looking at the owner behind the counter.
Sumo blinks, confused. What's this?
Are we not supposed to leave?
Another human trafficker?
What do you want to buy?
Suddenly, the man behind the counter grins and puts his hand in his pocket.
Name, Li Zhuang. Gender, male. Wanted human trafficker. Responsible for contacting buyers.
Turn him in to the police to receive a 10,000 bounty. Seeing the system prompt, Sumo is stunned. That was fast.
The 20,000 hasn't even arrived, and now another 10,000? I'll never spend all this.
But looking at his expression, he seems ready to make a move. Why is this trafficker here at night? What does he want? Where's the real shop owner?
Bro, don't say a word.
Seeing the cameraman turn to get water, Sumo whispers. He glances at the street. After school, there's not a soul around.
No point in asking for help.
Everything depends on us. The guy today had a weapon. This one might have one too. Can't let my guard down. Don't be careless. Bro, do you want a massage? We offer home service or in-store. Young girls, very fresh. It's cheap. Think about it.
After thinking for a moment,
Sumo leans on the counter, blinking, whispering, wow, you guys are really bold now.
doing door-to-door sales?
But I'm here looking for someone. No time for this.
No. If you're not buying, get out.
We're closing soon. Li Zhuang snaps.
He takes his hand out of his pocket.
Getting ready to kick them out.
Bro, we have older ones too. They're not picky.
Just give it a try.
I'll buy 2 bottles of water. How about that? Nothing better to do anyway. Bro, look at your face. You have breakouts. You need to see you down. Listen to me. You'll be satisfied.
No, I'm not interested. Why are you pushing me? Try pushing me again.
I'll lie down right in front of your shop.
The cameraman, returning with water,
Sees them pushing each other.
and about to fight. He rubs his eyes, confused. What's going on?
Why is Sumo fighting the owner? Do you want to die? I said get out.
I don't want anything. Li Zhuang didn't expect that after taking over the shop,
Trying to make some money.
he'd run into this pest.
What do you mean you lie older ones?
Who the hell likes older ones?
What? Are you going to kill me? Come on. Sumo's face turns red.
He jumps up high, looks around,
and finds another half-brick on the curb. Under the trafficker's confused gaze,
he shoves the brick into his hand. He leans in.
his forehead explodes, looking arrogant.
He shouts, come on, hit me.
Hit me. You don't want to play? Why are you so aggressive? Fatty, are you recording?
I don't believe it. A shop owner is going to kill me?
Li Zhuang looks back.
Sure enough, the cameraman at the door is holding a small camera. The blinking green light shows it's definitely recording.
Damn it, get out. You're a lunatic. He curses under his breath.
Li Zhuang drops the brick. He thought they were police, but they're just solicitors.
Looking at how crazy they are,
He loses interest in fighting. He waves his hand impatiently
and turns to walk inside.
He's spent too much time here,
And the cameraman is still recording.
he can't stay any longer. He has to leave now.
Don't go. Are you cursing again?
Sumo picks up the brick, grabs the trafficker.
And tries to force the brick back into his hand. Hit me. Hit me. Li Zhuang is almost crying.
He's seen many criminals, even murderers,
but never someone like a mad dog.
Brother, you're recording? Am I crazy?
To hit you with a brick? Brother, my attitude was bad. Let's just let it go. Oku, take whatever you want from the sub.
Consider it an apology.
It's late. I really need to close. Li Zhuang is scared. If he gets caught,
Because of this lunatic. He's done for.
he'll never be able to rest in peace.
Too intense.
Brother, you're not hitting me? Then I'll hit you.
Sumo grips the brick, looks up, and under the trafficker's gaze, swings the brick right into his face.
Damn. The cameraman shudders.
This feels familiar. During the day, the other trafficker was knocked out the same way.
Why again? He's too intense.
In the broadcast room, the viewers who were sleepy are wide awake now. Those who went to sleep, saying there was nothing to see, wake up. Sumo is hitting people again. Is this shop owner a criminal too?
No way. How could he be? I heard everything just now. I feel like Sumo is the criminal. He's so familiar with this business. He must do it all the time. Can we report him? He's going to jail for 15 days.
Wait, something's not right.
What is Sumo digging for? Is he really going to rob him?
Wait, damn, I'm impressed.
From now on, I'm a fan of Sumo.
Damn, he pulled out a gun.
He really is a criminal. Let me think. The guy he knocked out today. If I remember correctly, the bounty was 20,000, right? Earning 20,000 in a day is ridiculous. Now he's knocked out another one?
Are you stocking up on criminals?
He's earned tens of thousands in one day. With skills like this, why join the show? Why not just join the police?
Honestly, I'm envious.
He earned tens of thousands in a day.
If the other contestants knew,
They'd be crying. I just came from the other sheet trim. The contestant there is so miserable. He's been at the mall all day and couldn't even get $10. In an instant, even though it's night.
Sumo's she trim is exploding again. Countless people watching the show
are flooding into his channel. He took down 2 criminals in one day.
both with a brick, and both had guns. This is so eye-catching.
Don't just stand there.
Call the police. Tell the officer who dropped us off not to go back,
But to turn around and come pick him up.
Seeing the cameraman still stunned, Sumo mutters, speechless. Inside the brightly lit police briefing room, Captain Chendali stands before the screen. He's excitedly planning tomorrow's raid.
The trafficker has finally confessed.
Regarding the next target for tomorrow,
He feels completely confident.
everything is under control. We've got this.
Let me go over the details.
The man we're catching is Li Zhuang. He's a trafficker who's been on the run for years. Though he doesn't abduct kids himself, he's the one who connects with the buyers.
And according to the suspect's confession,
Li Zhuang likely has a firearm on him. So, we've scheduled the raid for 4 a.m. At this point,
Chendali glances down at his watch.
7 hours left until then. After the meeting ends, everyone get a good night's sleep. Let's aim to bring Li Zhuang in tomorrow. To be realistic, there's a 10,000 yuan bounty on him. Once he's caught, everyone in our station gets a bonus.
But safety is the top priority.
Subdue him while he's still fast asleep. The officers below nod in unison.
It's rare to get a lead on a wanted criminal.
So we can't let this chance slip away. If we pull this off,
The bonus is just a bonus. The collective commendation is key. That's what everyone values most, especially after today.
when that reality show contestant caught a guy who'd been wanted for 5 years,
If anyone says they aren't jealous, they're definitely lying.
for a wanted criminal like that, civilians only get the cash reward.
Maybe just a verbal commendation. But for us officers, it's different. It means real credit. It's a stepping stone for promotion. Finding a wanted criminal is hard enough. Having a civilian snatch the credit. How could we feel good about that?
Didn't you see Captain Chen smoke 2 packs today? Don't fight me for it tomorrow morning. I'm going in first.
I won't give him a chance to pull his gun.
If we catch him this time,
Our squad will finally save face.
exactly. You didn't see the look on the HQ dispatcher's face.
When we reported the civilian catch,
The moment they heard, their expression changed. The way they looked at us,
it was a mix of pity and confusion.
how could a civilian catch such a major criminal?
Even the higher-ups couldn't believe it. Stop bringing up painful memories.
The captain said it was just luck. You can't be jealous of that.
But at least the trafficker talked. Catching another fugitive tomorrow isn't bad.
The officers chat among themselves,
Full of confidence for the morning raid.
seeing their high spirits.
Chendali nods with satisfaction.
Good, that's the drive we need. Compared to civilians,
We are the professionals. Missing one trafficker is one thing, but the second one must be caught by us. Suddenly, the phone on the desk lights up
Chendali looks down.
and immediately signals everyone to be quiet. It's a call from the 24-hour dispatch center.
There's a security incident in the district.
Hello, this is Chendali. What?
Suddenly, Chendali lets out a shout, startling everyone in the meeting room.
Caught another trafficker? What's his name? Sumo? This guy again? Who did he catch? Li Zhuang? Damn it. Sorry.
I didn't mean to curse, I'm just too excited. Alright, we'll head over to pick him up. After hanging up,
Chendali looks at the room, at his officers staring back at him. He feels so dejected he doesn't know what to say.
this is just too bizarre.
We just sent those 2 off.
It hasn't even been half an hour,
And he's caught another one. And not just anyone,
but the exact guy we were just planning to arrest tomorrow morning.
the cars were already fueled up.
The prep work was all done.
And now you tell me we don't need to go? He caught him already. Alright, you heard it.
Tomorrow's operation is cancelled.
2 of you come with me to pick them up.
The rest of you go home.
Go find your moms. He waves his hand listlessly.
Chendali leads 2 officers,
Rushing to the school gate to pick them up.
This time, he's going to grill Sumo. Good grief.
Did you interrogate him beforehand? Did you know about Li Zhuang ahead of time? Otherwise, how do you hit the mark every time? You've made 30,000 yuan in the station today.
You can't just keep milking the system like this. The guy had a gun.
Is a brick really that effective?
The guy didn't even get a chance to draw. 10 minutes later,
The police car stops in front of the stop.
after getting out,
Chendali glances at the 2 guys.
squatting on the curb, licking ice cream,
He walks quickly to the criminal on the ground.
he looks down and confirms it. It's definitely Li Zhuang.
Take him to the hospital to track his injuries.
He frowns and gives the order.
Chendali's expression is complex. He walks over to Sumo, points to the police car, and says, "What are you waiting for? Get in. Come to the station to assist with the report."
No, tell me the truth. Do you actually know these guys?
You don't just catch people like this.
And the guy had a gun.
You're taking too many risks. If a gun went off,
Do you know the consequences?
Sumo awkwardly scratches his head, speechless.
As the saying goes, meeting is fate.
They need to walk 40,075 kilometers.
They can't just watch a 10,000 yuan bounty. Pass them by and stay indifferent. That's their travel money.
Giving up is absolutely impossible. Captain Shen, sorry to trouble you again.
He says apologetically.
The two get back into the police car
To head to the station.
As the car starts, Chen Dali sits in the front.
Suddenly, a voice comes from the back.
Hey, Captain Chen, it's almost midnight, right?
What time will the statement be done?
Do you have a late night snack place at the station?
Nothing too fancy.
Just 2 pounds of dumplings, celery fillings fast.
Before he can even answer,
The cameraman next to Sumo chimes in. 3 pounds of chive and egg. No, make it 5.
can we pack up the leftovers?
Chen Dali looks back at these two animals.
Not knowing what to say. Logically speaking,
They helped catch a fugitive.
so feeding them isn't a big deal. But why does he feel so annoyed? They're acting like they're eating at their own home, and they're doing it so naturally.
As a captain, he really can't refuse. The audience in the sheet trim sees Sumo back in the car.
And is completely stunned.
Who gets a ride from the police twice a day?
This is too ridiculous.
Did you see Captain Chen's face earlier? It was blacker than the bottom of a pot.
Can you blame him?
2 armed criminals find one day.
Even if the police are generous, they can't handle this.
It makes them feel so irrelevant.
Did no one notice? It's almost 12 a.m.
Here's a joke. From morning until now, Sumo and the cameraman haven't walked 100 meters.
Nonsense.
They haven't moved at all. 100 meters is giving Brother Su too much credit.
But with this money-making ability,
Other contestants must be breaking down. It's brutal. 30,000 in one day.
I should have applied to be a cameraman.
Even if I don't win the championship, with Brother Su's ability to make money.
Life wouldn't be too bad.
As the chat discusses this, Sumo returns to the station less than an hour later.
The old gatekeeper, hands behind his back, stares with wide eyes.
Learning the guy caught another trafficker.
He silently gives a thumbs up.
At the same time, he gives Chen Dali a look of disdain.
The meaning is obvious.
Look at him. Aren't you ashamed as a captain?
Even an old man Limey feels embarrassed for you. You're still in the meeting room studying arrest plans. But before you even finish,
He's already caught the guy.
good job, kid. He nods in praise.
And the old man walks into the guard room
Chen Dali twitches his mouth at the sight.
and invites Sumo and his friend into the office. What do I do? Just tell me what to do. Even the gatekeeper is looking down on us now.
There's really no way to explain this.
As Sumo enters the station to assist,
The heat from earlier is reignited. More and more people flood into the sheet trim.
in the broadcast room, which had already closed, the director and staff rush back in.
Watching the numbers skyrocket. The sheet trim even starting to lag. The director rubs his temples, not knowing what to say. If he remembers correctly,
He just said earlier today that this contestant catching a criminal
must be a coincidence. He never expected
to be slapped in the face so quickly.
At least wait until tomorrow.
They just got off work and received the news.
The guy caught another fugitive.
At the same spot, in the same way.
A 10,000 yuan bounty.
Sumo has made 30,000 in one day.
How are the other contestants supposed to feel?
Especially the one who's been begging for food all day.
Can they even handle this?
Give Ishi Trim a dedicated bandwidth channel.
Ensure there's no lag. I suspect it won't be long
Before he's on the trending list again. 2 wanted criminals in one day.
This luck is insane. The director sighs.
But although Sumo's progress
Is at the bottom among all contestants.
he hasn't even passed the school gate since catching the first trafficker.
That doesn't affect his sheet trim.
You can see it just by the number of people flooding in.
As of now, the combined viewers of all other contestants
Only just equal Sumo's. And with the increasing heat, the numbers will only grow. Oh no. Suddenly, a technician at the back says urgently, Director, someone is taking bets on Sumo Sheet Trim.
more and more people are joining. What kind of bets?
Betting on whether Sumo can catch another one tomorrow. The odds are quite high. Damn, too many people.
The Sovio is struggling. It's about to lag. Expand the capacity, no lag allowed. The director grinds his teeth
And lets out a low growl. Then he takes out his phone and opens Sumo Sheet Trim.
He looks at the betting ratio,
And even as someone who watches streams often,
he can't help but click his tongue.
he's never seen such ridiculous betting. Will the streamer catch another criminal tomorrow?
Debt, 0 people.
No, 153,457 people.
Good grief, not a single person bet on debt?
You know, the points used for betting on this platform.
Can be traded for real money privately. In this situation, if Sumo really catches another one tomorrow, whoever bet debt would get rich overnight.
The odds are insane.
The director squints and thinks for a long time,
Then grits his teeth and bets his 1,000 points.
all on no. How could he catch another one?
Let alone Sumo, a civilian.
Even the police officers.
Haven't seen anyone catch people this fiercely. Impossible. The director is certain.
Catching 2 today was definitely luck. It's impossible for tomorrow. And there's one more important point. Now that he has the funds,
Shouldn't he start participating in the race? Stop messing around. If this continues,
what are the other contestants supposed to do?
Director, he's on the trending list again. Indeed.
Another monitor points to the trending rankings and shouts back.
He's already climbed to the second to last spot.
The second to last spot is all Sumo's. The director frowns.
And his expression drops. Walking around the world shows suspected of fraud. How could a civilian catch 2 fugitives in one place?
Clicking in to see.
It's a big influencer Otsao.
Analyzing it very logically. And the tone is very sharp.
The police car isn't fake.
The 2 criminals are real.
But whether the show secretly investigated the fugitives
and specifically notified this contestant to catch them both in one day to create a trending topic that no one knows. If it's true, then the show has no bottom line.
And this contestant named Sumo seemed more cynical.
Using this to grab attention
And having a very bad influence.
Ask yourself, if everyone thinks police bounties are this easy, what will happen?
Especially young people today. There will definitely be many following suit to catch criminals.
How many people will get hurt by criminals then? Or even die?
Isn't this an unhealthy trend started by the show?
After reading the whole report, the director is shaking with anger.
If the show had arranged it, that would be fine.
The problem is, he still can't figure out
How Sumo could catch 2 people in one day and both were wanted fugitives. No response.
Keep an eye on Sumo Sheet Trim. He orders in a low voice. Everyone gets busy again. Meanwhile, in the police office, the cameraman is devouring the dumplings while idly flipping through his phone. Suddenly, he looks up and pushes the phone to Sumo. Brother, look.
You're famous and people are cursing you. Good grief, so many people cursing below. They curse 9,999 threads. Good grief, Sumo looks through it carefully. This guy is really not human. He clearly acted in self-defense, but they make it sound like he committed a crime. And most importantly, the group of trolls below will say anything, saying the show is fake, having no sense of right and wrong, knowing the location of the criminals, not notifying the police, but letting the contestant catch them just to get on the trending list. They really stop at nothing. The various brainless comments inside make Sumo laugh. Ridiculous, too ridiculous. But thinking about it carefully, Sumo finds something wrong. When he caught the people, it was live-streamed the whole time. Even the show didn't know. They only found out afterward. Anyone with eyes can see how dangerous it was. Besides, how stupid would the show have to be to use this method to get trending? Not to mention those who believe it. If the police found out, would the show be okay? At this point, neither the show nor he can make any public statements because no matter what you say, the trolls will always have something to say. It's impossible to explain. Unless he catches another criminal tomorrow, the rumors will collapse on their own. The show can't be more powerful than the police, right? Giving him tips to catch a third one at once? If that were the case, what would the police be for? It's fine. Sumo waves his hand, staring at the countdown in his mind. Wait, midnight, a new day, time to trek in again. Just don't know what the luck will be for the new day. Ding. Countdown ended. You can trek in for the new day. Does the host want to trek in? Trek in? Ding. Second day luck. Great fortune. Tonight eating chicken. C+1. Strength +1. Great fortune. Damn, if that's the case, what does that mean? Yesterday was small fortune. Caught 2 fugitives in one day. With great fortune, how many people will he catch? But soon, Sumo realizes a serious problem. He's in a competition. He can't just keep catching people like this. It's been a day, and he hasn't even passed the school gate. And now another great fortune. Is he really going to move backward? Brother, where are we going later? To the hotel? It's too late tonight. I booked a hotel nearby for you too. Tomorrow morning, we'll send someone to take you to the school gate. I don't know when. But Captain Chen is standing at the office door, saying in a deep voice. Alright, traveling at night isn't realistic. We've already been delayed for 3 days. One more night won't hurt. Sumo nods, happily agreeing. To be honest, he's been sleeping on the streets for 3 days. His clothes are sour. He desperately needs a shower and a good night's sleep. As for the great fortune, whatever happens, happens. It's just catching criminals. What's the big deal? Besides, his goal isn't to win the championship. Once he leaves the country, he'll quit. Packing up the remaining 2 pounds of dumplings, the two follow Chen Dali to a budget hotel near the police station. Once everything is settled, Sumo rushes into the bathroom first, takes a hot shower, and uses body wash 5 times. Only then does he reluctantly come out. But after coming out, seeing the cameraman swatting at the door, holding a small card, he feels terrible. What are you looking at? Brother Su, look, someone just slipped this in. The cameraman hands the card over. Sumo looks down, and it's just full of mosaics. Good grief, this budget hotel is so close to the police station, and people are still slipping cards in at night? Aren't they afraid of being caught? They're so bold, what's there to look at? We haven't even gotten the bonus. You aren't asking me to order one for you, right? We're live streaming. This isn't appropriate. Seeing the cameraman's eyes glowing, he knows that look too well. The husky he used to have at home. The look it gave the poodle next door was exactly like the cameraman's right now. Get a grip, go to the bathroom and handle it yourself. I'm going to sleep. Throwing the card into the trash, Sumo turns and lies on the bed. The cameraman scratches his head awkwardly, takes a tissue from the bedside table, and walks into the bathroom. Sumo hasn't been out for 3 days, finally resting for one night, and this guy is actually going in there to mess around. Twitching his mouth, Sumo simply turns over to sleep. Knock, knock, knock. Suddenly, a knock at the door. Who is it? Knock, knock, knock. No response. Sumo sighs, gets up and walks to the door. He looks through the peephole. Outside stands a beautiful woman in a miniskirt. Her clothes are pulled very low. She's knocking on the door, constantly looking at her phone screen. Name, Shui Rong, male, fraudster. Used plastic surgery to become his desired appearance. Uses cards to set up honey traps, accumulating wealth. Not yet wanted by the police. Delivering to the police station earns a 300 yuan reward. Male? Sumo is shocked, licking his lips. He's considering whether to open the door. Only 300 yuan. And being able to run a honey trap means what? It means the other party has a Tim. He and the cameraman, without any handy weapons. Can they take on so many people? Thinking of this, Sumo turns and walks to the TV, and no proper weapon to hand. Can he take on so many opponents? Thinking this over, Sumo turned and walked to the TV. Fatty sent a text to Captain Chun using his phone. He took a deep breath and walked to the door. He reached out and opened it. A wave of cheap perfume hit him instantly. The woman who used to be a man. He closed the door behind him. She swayed her hips as she walked in. Hey handsome, how do you want to play? She bit her red lips and winked at Sumo. This scene totally energized the fans in the she trim. A crowd of them started howling in the chat. Holy crap, no way. Is this something I can watch for free? Shouldn't this be pay-per-view? No way. You're live streaming, Rosu? You're that bold? My wife just went to sleep. I snuck into the bathroom to watch. When does it start? Damn, I regret missing the beginning. Participating in this show is way too exciting. You really can run into anything. But Fatty didn't seem to make a call earlier. Did this woman go to the wrong room? Maybe the people next door called her. Doesn't matter who called. We'll deal with it later. We're all red-blooded men. What's the big deal? I've already got my tissues ready. Bro Sue, please start your performance. Wait, are you guys blind? Something's off. Is this even a woman? My god, those feet are bigger than mine. It's a guy. Soon, someone noticed something was wrong. The person standing in front of the camera. Not only are the feet huge, you can faintly see an Adam's apple on the neck. That's definitely a grown man. Suddenly, everyone's heart skipped a beat, watching the she trim nervously. The camera. On the other side, back at home, Captain Chen, who was already in bed, heard his phone vibrate. Drowsy, he picked it up and took a look. At first, he didn't care and closed his eyes again. 2 seconds later, Chen Dali sat up abruptly. He rubbed his eyes hard. Looking at the text message sent to him, he was stunned. Reporting a hotel room? Captain Chen, there's a guy trying to set me up. Sumo inside the hotel room. After hearing the commotion, Fatty walked out of the bathroom wrapped in a towel. He looked up. He blinked hard. Rubbing his hands excitedly, what did he see? A woman wearing a red miniskirt. Long hair draped over her shoulders. A slender waist. Straight legs. Damn, such huge feet? Isn't it just one person? Why are there 2 of you? Shui Rong was stunned to see another person walk out. He pursed his lips and grabbed his bag to leave. Don't rush. Sumo blocked his path in a flash. He said with a big smile, I went out to call this for my brother, right? Fatty, you guys say. I'm going to the next room. There's space. You guys have your fun. I'm leaving. As he said that, he opened the door and walked out. Before leaving, he gave Fatty a meaningful look. He hid in the fire escape, observing the hallway through the gap. At the same time, he silently counted the time. If nothing goes wrong, in half an hour at most, a few thugs should come out to smash the door. A honey trap? It's nothing more than these few tricks. I just don't know if Captain Chen saw the text. Where are they? Which room? Just then, a few tattooed thugs walked out of the elevator angrily. One of them looked down at his phone. He pointed to room 406 and said in a low voice, "Bot, Rong is in this room, for sure. The photo taken was of this room, but the last message sent. It seems like there are two people. One of them is in the room next door." The middle-aged thug in the lead nodded. He waved his hand dismissively. "Take care of this guy first. We'll call the guy from next door over to deal with him later. Hurry it up. This place isn't far from the police station. Take his phone first. If he dares to make a sound, beat him up. Knock on the door." After saying that, he glanced at his subordinate. The guy gave a sinister smile. He stepped forward and knocked on the door. Soon, the woman who used to be a man opened the door. A group of them swarmed in. Sumo, hiding in the fire escape, even heard Fatty scream. But as for Fatty, Sumo wasn't too worried. Through 3 days of contact, Fatty is a huge coward. With so many thugs present, he definitely wouldn't fight back. Before Captain Chen arrives, I must hurry and notify the people in the next room. Don't let them get dragged into this too. Action speaks louder than words. Sumo carefully walked out of the fire escape. He arrived at room 407 next door. He knocked on the door. After the bot opened it, looking at the smoky room, on the sofa, on the bed, there were nearly 10 even more vicious thugs sitting there. Sumo's words stopped abruptly. In this room, each one looked even scarier than the honey trap group. I'm the Hotel room service. Did you guys call for someone just now? Seeing the atmosphere getting more awkward, Sumo had a bright idea and asked timidly, "Is your toilet clogged?" But he never expected. The thug in front of him actually nodded. He stepped aside and welcomed Sumo in. "Can you believe it? I just said that randomly. You guys are actually clogged?" Sumo smirked and nodded at everyone. He gritted his teeth and ducked into the bathroom. He locked the door behind him. "This is too scary. If I didn't see wrong. Actually, the system's great luck notification tonight should be the people in the next room, right? One by one. They are all fugitives." Standing at the door, Sumo took a rough look. Each one had a system notification. It seems the minimum bounty was 10,000 yuan. But because time was tight, he didn't look at them carefully. So many people are wanted criminals. What crimes did they commit? He lowered his head and plunged the toilet. Sumo racked his brains trying to think. What should I do now? With so many people, even if Captain Chen comes, can he really catch everyone? What to do? Now I don't have my phone. The camera is also in the next room. Even if I want to ask for help, I can't. He pressed his ear tightly against the bathroom door, listening carefully to the conversation outside. "We must leave tomorrow morning. We've made so much money. Now that the bounties are out, if we don't leave Chengdu, we might not be able to." "True. If you ask me, we shouldn't have split the money here tonight. A bag this big for each person. There's millions inside. Carrying it around is too conspicuous. You think I wanted to split it here? It's all cash. Can't put it in the bank. If we don't split it now, what else can we do?" "But don't worry. I booked this room 2 months ago. It's been empty. No one will find it. And this place is very close to the police station. I've observed it for a long time. Other budget hotels get checked. Only this one hasn't been checked in 2 months. After we get the money, let's split up and leave. We'll contact each other once we're abroad. Let me say this first. Whoever gets caught, don't you dare sell anyone out." Inside the bathroom, Sumo held his breath. His face started to flush. Millions per person. There are 10 people in the room. That means these guys stole 10 million. I'm rich. Wait, why am I so happy? This money isn't mine anyway. He curled his lip. Sumo opened the bathroom door and walked out to the entrance. The conversation in the room stopped immediately. Everyone looked up at him. The toilet is clogged too badly. The engineering department isn't here tonight. How about I notify the front desk to get you a bigger room? No need for fry stuff, thanks. The middle-aged man who opened the door earlier said with a smile. He stood up, ready to see Sumo out. Knock, knock, knock. Just then, the room door was knocked on. Sumo took a deep breath. He turned around abruptly and yanked the door open. He raised his leg and kicked. With the strength boost from 2 days of trek-ins, he sent one of the thugs at the door flying into the opposite wall. "Damn, you dare to fight back? Get him, boys." "Honey trap." The leader of the gang roared. He led the remaining few and chased Sumo into the room. "Close the door. Close the door. Damn, you dare to fight? Don't let this brat run away. So poor and still trying to play? Kill him." Rong, wearing large high heels, locked the door behind him and shouted angrily. But the moment he turned back, his face turned pale. Holy crap, why are there so many people in the room? They were all staring at them with gloomy faces, and everyone had a large travel bag at their feet. They didn't look like good people at all. "What are you guys doing?" One of the fraud gang members stood up. He asked coldly. But, it's all a misunderstanding. Aren't we the service you ordered? We came over to ask how the service was. Did you have fun?" Sumo's mouth twitched. He jumped up and gave him a big slap. He bared his teeth and scolded. "Honey trap? Don't you see how many people I have? You dare to honey trap me for money? I have plenty of money. Do you dare take it?" Under the confused gazes of the group, Sumo kicked open a travel bag. In an instant, bundles of eye-catching cash scattered on the carpet. You could hear a pin drop in the room. Not only was the honey trap team stunned, even the group of fraudsters was stunned. Exposed. Inside room 408, everyone lowered their heads in unison, looking at the money scattered on the carpet. It felt like their breathing had stopped. There's so much money in just one travel bag. Everyone in the room has a bag. Could it be that everyone has this much money? For a moment, Shuirong started calculating based on his unique life experience. There are so many people in the room, and they have so much money. Not sleeping in the middle of the night, gathering in a budget hotel room, and called for service. What are they doing? Gambling. It must be gambling. Thinking of this, he pushed the bot next to him. He blinked his big eyes. The meaning was self-evident. You dare to hit people? You don't want to lie? The other party understood immediately, especially after losing their minds from being stimulated by so much money. They roared and pounced on Sumo. The whole room instantly turned into chaos. The honey trapped him, seeing the other side had so much money. Naturally, they were ready to fight to the death, hoping to extort more money in the end. And the fraud gang, seeing they were exposed, prepared to deal with them immediately, so they could run away. A group of people started a brawl in the room. Sumo was quick-witted. He crawled toward the door along the side of the bed. Too dangerous. Are they all crazy? Passing by the bathroom door, he locked eyes with that Rong. He went up and gave him 3 punches. After making the guy cry, Sumo stood up and unlocked the door. He immediately shouted at the top of his lungs, Fatty, come out. Before long, the door next door opened. The fat photographer ran out with the camera. You could say he was quite professional. What's wrong? Where are those people? Good guy. They turned out to be scammers. They asked me for money. Could I give it to them? What happened in the next room? Was it an earthquake? Don't talk nonsense. Where's the phone? Call Captain Chen immediately. Tell him to bring more people. We can catch over a dozen here. There's 10 million in cash. Hurry. Once Fatty heard the situation in the next room, the fat photographer was stunned for a few seconds. He hurriedly took his phone out of his pocket. He dialed Captain Chen's number and explained the situation as fast as he could. The two of them pulled the door shut with both hands. Watching the two of them red-faced and neck-strained on camera, the Lai Shi trim exploded again. This time, all the fans left in the Shi trim were totally shocked. Mom, what the hell? One room of criminals had 10 million in dirty money? Even TV dramas wouldn't dare to write this. My wife asked me why I'm kneeling to watch the Shi trim. I'm impressed. I'm truly impressed. Just during the day, I was still scolding Bro Sue under the trending search. What kind of crappy influencer? Talking nonsense all day long. Given this situation, how could it be a setup between the show and Bro Sue? Nonsense. From now on, Bro Sue is my god. My god, I've lived for so long. This is the first time I've known an ordinary person could get rich by catching criminals. Don't even say it. I'm jealous to tears. Oku? That's a full 10 million. After the police arrive, how much more money do you think they'll reward Bro Sue with? He hasn't even spent the 30,000 from yesterday, and today he got more. He'll never be able to spend it all. Even a money printer isn't as good as you. With this skill, why participate in a show? Wouldn't it be better to take the exam and become a police officer? In a few years, we'll only see Bro Sue on the news. Oh, right. Where's that influencer who was shouting in the Shi trim earlier? Why aren't you saying anything? You posted the trending search. What do you say now? I'm just asking. Does your face hurt? Ha ha ha, I just went to track. That guy deleted his oats out, probably too ashamed. Everyone in the Shi trim went crazy. If they hadn't seen it with their own eyes, no matter what, they wouldn't believe someone could be this lucky. Passing by a convenience store and catching a human trafficker. Staying at a budget hotel at night. And this was even booked by the police. Not only did he find a honey trap gang, he also dragged out a group of fraudsters. With a fraud amount of 10 million. Not only were the people in the Shi trim confused, even Chen Dali, who was on his way, was totally baffled. Is there no end to this? The next day, after the reporter sent the two into the budget hotel, he even comforted himself by saying, nothing will happen tonight. The daytime stuff was just a coincidence. It's just Sumo's good luck. I didn't expect that after sleeping for less than half an hour, he found criminals again. Even more outrageous than the human traffickers during the day. There are over a dozen of them, and they were locked in a room. Listen to that. Is that even human talk? There are over a dozen of them, and they're all criminals. How did you two manage to lock them in a room? Complaining aside, Chendali knew in his heart, the other party couldn't be joking with him about this. Reporting false information is a serious matter, which means Suemo and his partner really did corner over a dozen criminals, including 10 fraudsters. Even the dirty money is there. Such a big case, he, as a captain, definitely can't handle it alone. He urgently notified the police station and had all the officers rush to the hotel to assemble. 5 minutes later, at the entrance of the budget hotel, over a dozen police cars were parked on the side of the road. You could say the entire police force had arrived. Everyone gathered in the hotel lobby. Chen Dali's voice was low. He distributed tasks with extreme speed. Leave a Tim to guard the outside. The rest follow me to the 4th floor. Must control everyone immediately. And make sure to protect Sumo's safety. This kid, damn it, not becoming a police officer is such a waste. Even he couldn't help but curse. Such a talented person. Isn't he exactly the talent the police station needs? It's a pity the other party is participating in a show. Walking around the world. How long does it take to walk around the earth? Chen Dali didn't know, but the time set by the show is 3 years. Judging by the probability of Suemo finding criminals. To be honest, Chen Dali thinks he won't even make it out of Chengdu in 3 years, let alone walk out of the city. Outside the hotel, the lights were bright, and red and blue lights flashed, attracting the attention of countless passersby. Everyone stopped in their tracks, staring at the hotel lobby with curiosity. None of them understood what was happening. That could make the police send so many people. Even for a raid, they wouldn't send this many people, and they were all carrying weapons. Hey brother, does anyone know what's going on? Who knows? First time seeing such a big formation. Looks like they're here to catch people. I know. You guys hurry and watch a live Shi trim. The show's name is Walking Around the World. There's a contestant named Suemo. He's live streaming from the hotel right now. According to the chat, this contestant seems to have found a group of fraudsters and locked them all in a room. People on the street who happened to be watching the Shi trim stood up immediately, beaming with excitement, telling everyone about the shocking scene tonight. After listening, everyone's bodies shook in unison. Their eyes stared straight at the hotel entrance. Good guy. A contestant participating in Walking Around the World found so many criminals within 2 days. Is this show cursed? Meanwhile, the show's broadcast hall had turned into a total mess. Everyone looked at the big screen hanging on the wall. All of them were dumbfounded. Even the show's director had his mouth wide open, blinking his eyes blankly. Again, found criminals? According to the duty officer, besides the fraudsters in the room, it seems there's also a honey trap gang. The director really wanted to grab the Suemo and ask him properly, are you really that indiscriminate? Catching both big and small in one net? Director, it's on the trending list. Third from the bottom, indeed. In the silent broadcast hall, the monitor said timidly. Everyone was speechless and silent, as if they were already used to it. Can you not be used to it? There are only 20 trending topics in total. How many celebrities fight to the death, not hesitating to create all kinds of scandals, dreaming of getting on the trending list once, even if it's the last place. But this Suemo, in just 2 days, no, today has just begun, and he alone took 3 spots. Ignore the trending list, notify immediately. Expand the SOVO for Sumo's live Shi trim. I have a feeling that after dawn, the number of people in the Shi trim will definitely explode. The director soon discovered the key. Chen Sheng ordered. At the same time, he called several show producers and the guests who had arrived to go to the conference room for a meeting. With the current situation, they have to meet. They are a reality show, not an official criminal catching program. If this continues, it's turning into a social observation show. How are the other contestants supposed to walk? The audience has all run to Sumo Shi trim to watch the arrests. No one is watching the walking anymore. What survival? What camping? What walking 100 kilometers a day? None of it is as interesting as Suemo catching people. Even if you let everyone choose for themselves, they would still choose Suemo. Who would want to watch Walking Around the World? Are they sick? Isn't watching someone catch criminals and get rewards better? In the office, after everyone sat down, the director looked at everyone and said with a worried face, to be honest, just now, I even thought about whether I should resign. Having been a reality show director for so many years, this is the first time I've encountered someone who single-handedly steered the entire show off course. I called everyone here because I want to discuss what to do tomorrow. Ultimately, so many shareholders invested so much money. What they want to run is the Walking Around the World show, not a criminal catching show. Suemo uses the rewards from assisting the police to get money. This is something we didn't consider in advance. But regarding the show's rules on how to obtain money, he isn't breaking any rules by catching people, which means we can't forbid it. So the question is, in 2 days, including tonight, this guy has caught nearly 20, right? What about the future? If it develops like this, I'm not talking nonsense. After this month passes, he might not even be able to walk out of Chengdu. All this time is wasted on assisting the police. The group of people below listened, except for nodding continuously. Not a single person spoke. How to stop it? The problem now is that the audience likes watching this. You can't just stop the audience from watching, right? And the competition has only just begun. Trying every possible way to get money doesn't seem wrong either. Since the show's rules have already been set, they can't be changed for no reason. What if it causes the audience to question us? How do we wrap it up? Let me say a few words. Indeed, the global streamer among the guests frowned and spoke. I think it's better to let it be, as long as it's within the rules, no matter how Sumo catches them.
The show rules say he must walk.
He can't ruin the show's fairness just because he's rich. Even with money, he can't buy transport. He just eats a bit better, stays in better places. If other contestants have an issue, just tell them. Sumo earned it with his own skills. To be blunt, there's a gap between people in this world. We have to admit that. Some struggle to get by. Others are naturally gifted. When it comes to catching fugitives, I think Sumo is just naturally talented. Lie those 2 human trafficker cases. If it were any other contestant, would they have the guts to charge in with a brick? I don't think so.
Everyone nodded in agreement at that.
Simply put, he earned that money fairly. If other contestants aren't happy, they can go do it too. The producers won't stop them. And what is this walking challenge really about? It's about who can manage their time over 3 years, manage their money, and finish the trek around the world. It's not a competition about who can make money on the road. Don't lose sight of the cordon. Sumo is great at making money, but that doesn't mean he'll definitely win. True, you win some, you lose some. Sumo is currently at the bottom of the rankings. He's covered the least distance. Even if he has the most funds, the leaders still have a huge advantage. Let's issue a notice to everyone tomorrow morning.
Clarify that the show won't lose focus.
Rankings are still based on distance. Funds don't count toward the ranking. Finally, the director made the call. Besides, he doesn't believe it. Sumo is good at catching people, which wastes a lot of time. How could he be that good at walking too? He can't possibly overtake everyone and get to the front. The meeting ended, and everyone went home with mixed feelings. It's the first time a contestant's ability to earn money has given us a headache. But as he reached the door, he glanced at the screen. Sumo was just getting into the police car. The director let out a long sigh. He made 30,000 yesterday and helped catch so many people tonight. How much reward money is he getting? Even he is quite envious. At the police station entrance, the old gatekeeper squatted on the steps, puffing away on his pipe, watching the dozen criminals being let out of the car. He couldn't stop grinning. Well done. In just 2 days, they've caught more than the station did in half a year. The only downside is, Chendali didn't catch them. It was that kid Sumo again. What are you having for breakfast? The old gatekeeper raised an eyebrow at Sumo, asking with a smile. Chendali's mouth twitched nearby. What are you looking at? If you can't catch them, you still want to eat, he muttered. Chendali walked into the interrogation room feeling quite aggrieved. Old man, the reward hasn't come through yet, so for the trouble. Once it does, I'll treat you to anything you want. Sumo scratched his head, feeling quite embarrassed. Is he coming here too often? The gatekeeper now looks at them lie they're his regular meal tickets. He really doesn't want it to be like this. But the police rewards are just too tempting. Who could refuse fry food and extra cash?
A few minutes later,
an exclamation came from Chendali's office. Did you see this? All 10 of these were posted today. 10,000 each, inside the office. Chendali stared at the 10 neatly arranged, wanted posters on the desk, unable to snap out of it for a long time.
Caught red-handed.
It's strange, though. Why would these scammers, with nothing better to do, gather at a hotel at night with all their money? Sumo just wiped them all out in one go.
Now all that scam money.
Not a cent spent. And they're all locked up. TSA. If this keeps up, the station won't have enough room, he muttered to himself. Chendali hurriedly took out his notebook and started writing his report. He'd already notified his superiors. 10 wanted posters issued this afternoon, and the suspects caught by tonight. It's truly worth celebrating, but the only flaw is that they weren't caught by the police. It was that walking contestant again. Now, online rumors are even suggesting
that the police in the show have
some secret deal. Otherwise, why would the same contestant catch so many people in 2 days and get such huge rewards? In the next room, Sumo and the cameraman started their feast again. The old gatekeeper is a real pal. I don't know where he bought it in the middle of the night, but he even got spiced beef. Each of them held a big piece of beef, eating with total focus. The girl recording their statements was drooling. She blinked her big eyes, curiously watching this young contestant. In just 1 day, the name Sumo had become famous in their station. It sparked endless discussions. We've seen helpful citizens, but someone this helpful is truly rare. No one can understand it. So many police officers spend every day searching for clues, some even using their own salaries to buy information, just to get a lead on a wanted criminal. As for the reward money, no one really cared about that. The merit is what matters, especially the commendations from above. But this contestant, Sumo, is different. He didn't spend a cent, yet caught so many people. Not only did he not spend money, he legally earned 130,000 from the station in 2 days. 130,000. For a moment, the girl looked at Sumo eating the beef, feeling a mix of emotions. The price of a small car, earned by the other party in 2 days. I wonder if this guy has a girlfriend. What am I thinking? Do you want some? Indeed. Sumo rubbed his round belly, letting out a satisfied sigh. He looked up at the girl recording. Seeing her staring at him, her face seemed unusually flushed. He asked awkwardly, while kicking the cameraman under the table. He has no social awareness, letting a girl watch 2 grown men eat for so long, without even offering her any. No, you guys finish up. The recording is done. Thank you for cooperating with our work. By the way, because the wanted posters were issued today, the 100,000 reward will take at least until the day after tomorrow to arrive. Please be patient. The girl left a message and walked out of the room with a racing heart, leaving the 2 of them looking at each other in confusion. Is she mad we didn't give her any beef? Yeah, bro, I think so too. The cameraman nodded, looking up at the slightly brightening sky outside, unable to stop himself from yawning. Bro, it's almost dawn. What are we doing today? Should we walk or not? Sumo didn't know what to do either. If they don't walk, it's considered passive participation. They might get criticized on the main channel. If they do walk, they haven't slept all night, and they probably won't get very far. Plus, the police rewards haven't reached them yet. They still only have the 1,000 from Captain Chen. They need to wait 2 more days to get the 130,000.
Here, this 1,000 reward is for you.
Suddenly, Chendali slapped an envelope in front of them.
He said earnestly, no. I'm lending it to you. You don't need to give it back.
Consider it repaid to me. Alright, it's getting late. Are you full? If you're full, I'll arrange a car to take you away. No need to say it. I know. The school gate, right?
Not a meter further.
Later, a young officer drove Sumo
and the cameraman toward the school gate. The ride was very quiet.
Sumo frowned, looking at the crowds going to work outside the window.
Unable to help but sigh.
Not having to work is really nice. The officer driving felt terrible.
His hands tightened on the steering wheel.
Is he mocking me?
Is he mocking me? Can't go past the school gate. Should I just drop you off on the side of the road? You can just cross the street. He looked up at the road sign and said to them, but before he knew it, the contestant in the back opened the window and stuck his head out. Pull your head back. That's so dangerous. Don't you know that? He scolded sharply. The officer slammed on the brakes. Just then, Suomo pushed the door open, grabbed the cameraman, and jumped out. They scrambled across the street, not forgetting to shout at the stunned officer. Stop the car and follow me. Time to catch someone. He ran across the street without looking back. The officer blinked, unable to react for a moment. The SOC in his heart was beyond words. What's going on? Catching someone again? Damn it. Do you have a GPS built into you? You drive past any random road, and you find a criminal? Disbelief aside, for safety's sake, the officer called Captain Chen while leaving the car on the side of the road and running across the street himself. Half an hour later, a rushed Chendali looked at the wanted criminal squatting against the wall and pinched himself hard. Ouch, it hurts. Is this place cursed? Is it cursed? We haven't even reached the school gate yet, and you caught another one? Take them back, take them back. And you too, gas costs money too. Seriously, this car hasn't done anything else since yesterday. But drive you two back and forth. What are you standing there for? Get in the car and come back to help us. I'll calculate how much this one is worth for you, he said, annoyed. Chendali brakes Sumo and cameraman back into the car. The police car started, turning around to head back to the station. The fans watching the trim looked at the two of them getting back in, not knowing what to say. Are walking reality shows this hard now? I just opened my eyes this morning, thinking about the 10 people caught last night. And Brother Sue caught another one? No, can someone tell me, is this show scripted? Since when is Chin City full of wanted criminals? Bro, stop guessing. Seriously, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would have thought it was rehearsed too. But the police verified it. It's a real criminal. Exactly. It's absurd. It's absolutely ridiculous. I just want to ask, did anyone bet on Brother Sue catching another criminal today? Those who bet he couldn't. Save me a spot on the rooftop. I lost 5 years of hard-earned points in one night. I just checked. I'm dying of laughter. Nobody bet he could. You guys lost big, huh? Damn Sumo, pay back my points. I lost 8 years of points. He's back at the station to assist again. When he comes out, will it be noon again? Half the day is gone already. Should we start another bet? Do you think our contestant Sumo can make it past that school gate today? Absolutely not. Past it? Impossible. Early in the morning, tens of thousands of viewers gathered in Sumo Shitrim. Everyone saw him catch another criminal as soon as they logged in. Preparing to head back to the station, they rubbed their eyes in disbelief. After confirming it wasn't a hallucination, they went wild again. He's making money again, especially many contestants who went to bed early last night, hearing that Sumo had earned 100,000 in one night. We're all speechless. What is this? Just one night, and this animal caught 10 people, all wanted criminals. Many contestants couldn't understand why they couldn't encounter such good luck. 100,000. With that money, he's basically guaranteed first place, as long as he doesn't get sick on the road, or have an accident. It's definitely enough for their 3-year track. Comparing people is infuriating. Among the thousands of contestants, many immediately prepared to follow suit. Sumo isn't walking for now. He's going to the city to make money first. What if they catch a criminal too? Not only can they get on the trending list, but the reward money is enough for them to lie on for a long time without worrying about food. That's just the contestant's performance. Many cameramen following the contestants secretly found a corner to cry. Before yesterday, many of them were still mocking the cameraman in last place, saying he wouldn't win the championship and would probably starve on the street sooner or later. Who knew the tables would turn so fast? Although they haven't walked much since yesterday, they've been eating well. Dumplings, chicken legs, and even spiced beef in the middle of the night. Everyone looked at the half fun left in their bags and suddenly lost their appetite. Not only that, today they still have to worry about food with the contestants. As for him, he's already thinking about how to spend the 130,000. At that time, in a small film company in Chin City, Li Na, who had slept all night, opened her laptop early in the morning and glanced at the trending topics. She froze instantly. She squinted and looked closely, then slammed her hand on the table. What's going on? I already hired big influencers and posted news yesterday and hired so many bots. By all logic, today's trending list should have posts bashing Sumo. Now, there are 5 all related to the walking show and all about one person, Sumo, who pushed her off the list on the first day. You have to know how much effort she put in to get to the bottom of the trending list, manufacturing cheating scandals, and hiring many influencers to hype it up. She finally got on it. At the time, she was so het pie seeing her name there. In today's society, you don't fear being famous for bad things. You fear not being famous at all. Their company still tells the classic cheatery of that guy who went to jail for stealing batteries. And because he got so much exposure, he's driving a supercar now. But Lina's happiness didn't last. 5 seconds after refreshing the page, her trending topic was gone, replaced by a young man named Sumo. The reason he was trending was for catching a human trafficker at a convenience store. How can such trash news trend? And it just had to push her off all that effort, and she was on the list for less than 5 seconds. Lina broke down. She immediately contacted a big influencer to spread fake news, determined to ruin Sumo completely. She didn't expect that after one night, there would be 5 trending topics, all about this person. And brother, are you here to participate in the show? Isn't it a walking challenge? Just walk your walk. Are you bored? Why are you catching people? Human traffickers, scammers, gangs, car thieves. What have you been doing? She closed her eyes and took a deep breath, trying to calm down. She called the influencer. As soon as it connected, before she could ask for a solution, the other end was crying. Nah, I'm refunding your money. I can't do this job anymore. This Sumo is really something else. He's too good at catching people, like he has a radar installed on him. I advise you to just give up. I can't help you anymore. I'm being cyberbullied. A bunch of people came to my house. Don't hit me. It was me. I was wrong. Don't hit me. I was drunk when I posted that. I have nothing against Sumo. The call hung up. Lina sat in her chair, stunned for a long time. Finally, she gritted her teeth and dialed a number she really didn't want to call. The person was well known in the industry. With his help, maybe she could get on the trending list again. As long as she trends, she can debut immediately. Hey, uncle, I've decided. I'll be with you for a month. Can you help me get on the trending list? I have no other choice. I've been practicing yoga lately. I'll show you tonight. At the familiar school gate,
Shen Dali drove the car himself,
watching Suemo and the cameraman get out.
He hesitated for a long time before advising.
Compete well with what you made this morning.
It's enough for your 3-year trip, right?
Stop with these shenanigans. Once is luck.
Twice is luck. But what about 3 times?
What about 30 times? If something happens,
it won't be worth it, understand? Alright, get going, I'm leaving. Shen Dali drove away, full of worries,
leaving the two of them in the wind.
Looking at the clock at the store,
it was already 12 p.m.
Although they were very sleepy,
they really couldn't sleep anymore.
Otherwise, they'd wake up at night again.
With their lack of self-control,
they'd definitely go out for beer, crayfish, and skewers.
Then go back to sleep.
When would they ever leave Chin City? The show's director even called personally,
very sternly, warning them not to catch any more criminals,
and to prioritize their own safety.
And although today's luck was great,
Suemo felt his luck was about used up.
In one night.
Plus this morning, he caught nearly 20 people. He was too embarrassed to go to the police station anymore. The way those officers looked at him, he really couldn't show his face there.
Suemo was genuinely afraid that when no one was looking, they'd beat him up for stealing their work.
He was stealing too much.
Let's go, bear with it, walk slowly. We'll walk until sunset today before stopping. Don't look up. Just keep your heads down and walk. After 2 days, they finally passed the school gate.
The fans in the sheet trim were in tears.
Damn it, pay back my points.
Why are you walking instead of catching people?
Go catch someone.
There's an old lady across the street looking at you.
Go ask if she's a wanted criminal. You jerk, that's my grandma. Your mom is a criminal. It's a walking show, so what if you lose?
Why can't you handle losing, Lion Man?
Finally on the road. My heart is finally at ease.
The first place contestant is almost out of Chin City. Suemo and his partner have wasted too much time.
They need to speed up.
Forget about the first place.
I went to trek on him. He's really frugal.
He hasn't even finished one bun in 2 days.
I'm afraid he'll die on the road.
Brother Su, don't worry, we have plenty of funds.
Others need to make money while walking slowly. We'll catch up eventually.
Right, I finally understand now. Brother Su's strategy is perfect.
Let them go first. How far can they go?
I'll earn enough for 3 years at once.
How could I not catch up to you?
Others need to earn money and go slowly. They'll catch up eventually.
Right, now I fully understand.
Brother Su's strategy is definitely solid. Let you go first.
Go as far as you can.
I'll earn 3 years worth in one go.
How could I not catch up to you?
Go Suemo. We're waiting for you. Suemo and the fatty hit the road slowly. The live stream audience kept growing. More and more fans are tuning in. On the trending topics right now, Suemo alone occupies 5 spots.
Even if they're at the bottom, he's everywhere you look.
Just open the trending page.
And there's Sumo's name 5 times.
No wonder he's so popular.
And there's one more key point.
The Chengdu police issued an official notice, though no names were mentioned.
Everyone watching knows it's him. The person they praised is Suemo. Plus, he's catching wanted criminals, which helps keep the streets safe.
Many people are truly grateful, especially the older folks in Chengdu.
They've all started watching his sheet trim.
They've even made a plan.
When they go line dancing tonight, they'll leave the sheet trim running.
It's just a little battery drain.
But for Suemo,
that's pure popularity.
In a competition like this,
popularity is everything.
So on the official hiking website, there's a strange phenomenon.
The contestant with the most popularity
has traveled the shortest distance. And that's not even the weirdest part.
The top 10 contestants' total popularity combined
doesn't even reach half of his.
That's exactly why.
More people are flooding his sheet trim. They walked for several hours.
And finally, at sunset,
reached the gate of a suburban park. Let's go grab some food. We'll sleep in the park tonight. Suemo checked the surroundings,
pointing at a convenience store. It's deserted around here.
Aside from that store,
there isn't even a neighborhood nearby,
and a hotel is out of the question.
After some thought,
Suemo decided they'd sleep in the park. It's the middle of summer, so sleeping in the park is fine.
Maybe it'll be cooler. I remember when I was a kid.
During the wheat harvest, we always slept outside, right?
Might as well experience it today.
They bought 100 yuan worth of stuff and entered the park before dark. Seniors were exercising in the plaza.
Not only that,
people were fishing by the lake. So many people here? The park must be quite nigh.
Let's go find a patch of grass.
Watching the seniors with a smile, they found a spot in a garden to camp.
They laid their clothes on the ground,
stretched out, and collapsed.
They'd walked all afternoon and hadn't slept the night before. Within half a minute of lying down, they were both fast asleep.
Time ticked away,
and soon it was midnight. Ding! Trek-in time reset. Start your daily trek-in. A sudden sound in his head
woke Suemo up. Rubbing his sleepy eyes, Suemo sat up.
He glanced around in the moonlight.
The food they bought was still sitting there untouched. That just goes to show the park's security is top-notch. Trek-in successful. Today's luck.
Minor bad luck. Stay alert. Intelligence +1. Stamina +1.
Minor bad luck? What does that mean? And stay alert?
Is there danger in sleeping outside?
That's impossible, right?
Splash. Suddenly, in the moonlight,
ripples spread across the lake. Hearing the noise in the water, Suemo stood up from the grass, frowning at the rippling surface. People were fishing here today. It's just fish, right? And this is a public park.
No tickets required.
Anyone can come and go. They wouldn't have crocodiles here.
Whoosh. The ripples faded,
and everything went quiet.
Suemo let out a long sigh.
That minor bad luck scared me. I thought it was a giant beast. Rubbing his chest,
Suemo kicked the sleeping fatty.
Better safe than sorry. Since the system predicted bad luck, we should leave.
If we really run into something,
what are we gonna do? The cameraman scrambled up,
eyes still closed,
and asked, "What's for dinner?" "Stop sleeping, pack up. We're leaving this place,"
Suemo said impatiently,
crouching to pick up their clothes.
Splash.
Suddenly, the lake erupted again. The sound was piercing in the night. This wasn't just ripples, it was a huge splash. Thinking of the bad luck, Sumo's face darkened. He sped up his movements, dragging the fatty away. Before leaving, he glanced at the lake and stopped dead in his tracks. He froze completely. Name: alligator gar. Invasive species. Threat: alligator gar is a fierce predator, extremely dangerous, a wanted invasive species. Capture for a 5,000 yuan reward. Abandoning the target will cost you 10,000 yuan. What? Sumo let out a cry. System, what does that mean? I have to catch it. Reward is 5,000, but PENTI is 10,000? That's unfair. And it's an alligator gar, a massive, fierce fish. They grow up to 1.8 meters long, weighing over 100 pounds. In the water, they're monsters. We don't stand a chance. How do I catch it? Sumo dropped the snack bag, frowning as he stared at the lake. On camera, the fans were wide-eyed too. Staring at the lake, there was something in the water, right? I took a screenshot. Good heavens, is there a crocodile in the park lake? It looked so long. Maybe an alligator gar? Haven't the news reports been saying people buy these online and release them into the wild? I remember a fish farmer lost thousands of fish to one alligator gar in a month. They had to drain the pond to catch it. No way. Who's so heartless to release that in a park lake? What if it bites someone? Wait, why did Sumo stop? Does he want to catch it? Bro, that's a fierce predator. One bite and your arm is gone. Is he crazy? Wait, I remember. There was a notice a few days ago. Anyone who catches a wild alligator gar gets a 5,000 yuan reward. No way. Is he going for the money? Damn, if there's a bounty, you won't let it go, will he? The fans watched in the moonlight. As Sumo's expression hardened, they were all losing it. He's serious. Sumo was really going to catch it. That's an alligator gar, a meter-long predatory fish. It's not a crocodile, but it's got gator in the name. Not easy to catch. Under everyone's gaze, Sumo tossed the snacks on the grass and led the fatty out of the park. I have to catch it. No choice. He'd lose 10,000 yuan otherwise. That would kill me. And looking at the anglers today, they were all empty-handed. Before sunset, everyone drank some lake water. Anglers never go home empty-handed, so they drink the water if they must. That tells me there are no fish left in the lake. The big ones were eaten by the gar. To catch this thing, I need fishing gear. As for bait, a fish should work. Action. After 10 minutes, under Fatty's confused gaze, Sumo rushed to a fishing shop. The night shift staff watched the screen. Seeing Sumo carrying gear and a chicken, they looked at each other, baffled. What is he doing? It's 1 a.m. Where did he find an open shop? And why are so many people following? They're all carrying gear too. Something's not right. Sumo is at it again. Should we call the director? If something goes wrong, he'll blame us for not telling him. Look, more anglers are following him. In just a few minutes, there are a dozen cars behind him. The staff discussed it and called the director. They dragged him back at 1 a.m. What is it? The director had dark circles, looking miserable as he walked in. He glanced at the big screen and sighed in despair. Let me guess. Did he find another criminal? Why are so many people following him? Here's the thing, a staff member explained what they were seeing. After hearing it, the director was lost. Fishing? At 1 a.m.? What are you fishing for? This is a hiking show. He's realized it now. Anything related to hiking, Sumo won't do it. Catching criminals is one thing, but fishing in the middle of the night? And he brought a dozen anglers? Are they competing or what? Turn up the volume. Let me hear what they're saying. Is fishing that interesting? At 1 a.m., they're so excited. I don't get it. The director waved his hand. He doesn't fish, so he can't relate. Some people wake up at 3 a.m., don't even eat breakfast, just to get a good spot. That's just crazy. The staff turned the knob, and the ODO grew louder. The noisy chatter came through. Say no more. I'm definitely catching that gar. See this chicken? I'm giving it to my mother-in-law. I don't believe it. With her blessing, this chicken will be irresistible. If it doesn't bite my hook, whose will it bite? I emptied my fridge for this. The prize money is mine. Brother Sue, are you serious? Is there really a gar in the lake? If you catch it, I'll give you my gear. I knew it. I've been fishing here for 2 weeks, empty-handed, and even got diarrhea from the water. Listening to the excited voices, the director blinked, totally confused. Alligator gar? If I recall, there's a reward for that, right? In the park, by the lake, at 1:30 a.m., over 50 anglers had taken every spot on the bank. Some spots were even crowded. Everyone had the same look, eyes wide open, not blinking, perfectly still, watching their glowing floats, afraid to miss a single twitch. Catching the gar means a 5,000 yuan reward, paid on the spot. But for these anglers, 5,000 isn't much. Every single one of them brought gear worth over 10,000. Compared to the money, they care about the glory. If you catch that monster tonight, you'll be a legend in the fishing circle. An alligator gar is an invasive species. They don't belong in China. They're rare. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Brother, do you know how to fish? In a corner of the lake, Fatty crouched down, pointing the camera at Sumo, and asked seriously, I see everyone else picking open, wide spots. Can we catch anything in this corner? Fatty doesn't know how to fish, but he can observe. Everyone else is standing where the water is wide and deep. Only Sumo found a tiny corner, hooked half a chicken on a huge hook, and tossed it in without looking. Can he really catch anything? Dreaming. Finally, something Sumo can't do. He's never fished before. The water is so shallow here. I bet the hook is stuck in the mud. No way he catches anything. Exactly. With my 10 years of experience, anyone could catch it tonight, except for Brother Sue. Unless the gar has no brain, it won't go into that corner. Besides, how many chickens are in the lake? The smell of blood is so strong, it won't pick his half chicken. Look, I don't know fishing, but is it really that fun? So many people show up at midnight? You don't know, do you? Men, once they hit middle age, many things become difficult. Fishing is the only thing left. I used to think it was pointless. Just staring at a float? What's the point? But after trying it, I admit I'm hooked. Seeing Sumo so clumsy, I want to jump in and do it myself. How can he be so bad? Trek your line. See if the bait is still there. And that float, if your eyes are bad. You can't see a thing. My husband is an angler. He says he's too tired at night. But the second he goes fishing, he'll climb down from the 5th floor. Too tired, my foot. The sheet trim was buzzing with activity. Especially the expert anglers. Turning into critics, sending endless messages, picking apart Sumo's technique. Fishing is a technical skill. Some catch dozens of pounds, while others sit there all day, without a single bite. It's all about knowledge. Sumo looks like a total newbie. He can't even set his float right. With that level, he'd struggle to catch a minnow. Catching a gar? Not a chance. Sitting by the lake for half an hour, even the confident Sumo was getting impatient. Fishing really isn't for me. If the gar wasn't so dangerous, I'd jump in and grab it myself. Forget it. There are 50 people here. Half an hour has passed, and nothing. When will I catch this thing? And the competition is huge. I just went to borrow a rod, and the shop owner told everyone. Not only did he give me a rod, he posted it in a group chat. In 20 minutes, they all showed up. So many anglers. I heard if it wasn't so late, and the highway wasn't so far, even more would be here. It's crazy. Sumo didn't expect catching a gar would make them this crazy. With so many pros, I'm just a rookie. Can I beat them? If someone else catches it, I'll lose 10,000 yuan. No, I need to move. Bad feng shui here. Muttering, Sumo pulled up his rod, dragging it through the water, and called Fatty over, walking to a more open spot. Brother, does fishing need feng shui? Fatty blinked, confused by the question. Brother Su. I'm telling you, just give up. Seeing you struggle like this makes me feel bad. Fishing takes patience. This is an alligator gar. You don't just drag the bait around. Exactly. Aren't you on a hiking show? Just go sleep on the grass. I ordered paninis for everyone. Wake up and eat. Leave the gar to us. If we don't catch it, I bet the lake will be fished out by morning. People are driving all night, arriving at dawn. The calm men made everyone laugh. Sumo scratched his head awkwardly, glared at Fatty, and found another spot, crouching on a rock. He mimicked the other anglers. Come, lie a meditating monk. It's too hard. I'm doomed. I'm definitely losing that 10,000 yuan. People are driving all night for this? Damn, that's crazy. After waiting another half hour, just as Sumo was about to quit, his rod shook violently. Then, a massive force hit. It's here. Sumo roared, gripping the rod with both hands. His body pulled forward, almost falling into the lake. Seeing this, the nearby anglers dropped their rods and rushed over in a swarm. Don't pull, lift. Det, hold on. We're here. Good heavens, it's 2 meters long. Help him. It's a monster. Brother Su, use all your strength. Keep it steady. On the rippling lake, a giant creature began to roll, thrashing its 2-meter body. On the bank, Sumo gritted his teeth, moving his body to keep balance, muttering through clenched teeth. 5,000 yuan. My 5,000 yuan from the police. Chen Dali lay on his office cot, tossing and turning, unable to sleep. He checked his phone again and again, then put it down. He felt empty inside. For 2 days, he'd get a call every night. But tonight, it's already 2 a.m. and not a peep. Is Sumo actually hiking and not causing trouble? Sigh, I'm obsessed with this guy. Isn't it better if he's quiet? If criminals were this easy to catch, why would we need the police? He muttered with a bitter smile, turning over to try and sleep, but he still felt uneasy. He picked up his phone and opened the streaming EP. The moment he opened it, on the banner at the top, was a name he knew all too well. Contestant Sumo, causing trouble again, fishing for a gar. Alligator gar. Seeing the name of this creature, Chen Dali felt a headache. After seeing Sumo off at noon, he finally went to the environmental meeting. The higher-ups strictly ordered them to assist the environmental agency in clearing out all invasive species. The first one on the list was the alligator gar. No way, you went fishing instead of catching criminals? With a nervous heart, Chen Dali opened the live stream. He glanced at the screen. On camera, a rod bent nearly 90 degrees was being held up by someone on the bank, and on the water, a massive beast nearly 2 meters long was struggling violently, splashing water everywhere. He actually caught it. Chen Dali shouted, jumping up from his cot. He was completely stunned. He himself was a veteran angler. Whenever he was on leave, he'd go fishing in the wild with his group. An alligator gar, a huge predator, a vicious invasive species, was actually hooked. Damn, whoever manages to land this can brag about it for the rest of their life. It's a lifetime achievement. Catching one in freshwater is like catching a shark in the ocean. Wait, what was the reward again? How much was the bounty for a gar? 5,000? Thinking of that, Chen Dali felt sick again. Good grief. You can't just keep milking the same sheep. In just half a night, this guy earned another 5,000 from the station. Isn't that a bit too fast? He looked at the live stream again. Seeing the gar's struggles weakening, Chen Dali knew that dragging it onto the bank was just a matter of time. In other words, Sumo's 5,000 reward was already in the bag tonight. 2 of you, grab the environmental reward money and come with me. He pushed the door open, shouting to the officers on duty in the hall. Chen Dali put on his jacket, ready to head to the garage. Seeing this, why wait for them to call and report it? He'd just take the cash and go there himself. It's getting late. No point in wasting time on the road. So late? Is there a mission? Old man Shin asked with his hands behind his back. Det, a mission, Chen Dali replied, stepping on the gas as he left the station. Can't even tell me the truth now? Just going to deliver the reward to little Sue, right? Old man Shin chuckled, stroking his chin. He looked down at the phone on his desk. Hurry up and reel it in. This kid really doesn't know how to fish. He's been playing it for half an hour and still hasn't landed it. If I were younger, I'd have finished it long ago. Watching Sumo almost get pulled into the lake. Old man Shin chuckled and muttered. The lake, besides the usual anglers,
was now crowded with residents from nearby.
They had to come. The park in the middle of the night was crazy. Nobody knew what was going on,
But they were even chanting slogans.
you could hear them from a mile away.
Come on, pull. Go, little Sue.
When the residents arrived, they realized someone had hooked an alligator gar in the lake. Everyone stood on tiptoe, staring at the water, watching the giant thrashing about.
They couldn't help but widen their eyes, completely in disbelief,
Looking at the young man,
sweating while gripping the rod. Is that really an alligator gar?
damn, it's huge. Isn't that the guy who was sleeping on the grass earlier?
Turns out he's a fishing master.
He's a good kid.
No wonder the fish in the lake were disappearing.
The kid is doing